Okay, welcome to lecture 6.2. I think I can do this quick. This is kind of a side point, actually, not probably that relevant to econometrics, but maybe it is to the substance of nominate scores. And this is, someone will say, well, nominate assumes that all legislators vote sincerely, and therefore it's not correct if legislators vote sophisticatedly. That's not quite true. It actually, in my view, it won't affect the ideal point estimates at all. But you could argue it would affect our estimates of the bill locations. And here's the idea behind this. Suppose there's a vote. And this is the way Congress votes. So if there's a bill on the floor and there's an amendment to the bill, the way they vote is first the amendment versus the bill as not amended, and then if the amendment wins, then the final vote is the bill as amended against the status quo, and but if the amendment loses, then the final vote is the bill as originally written against the status quo. Okay, all right. Now, sophisticated voting. This is something like, let's say that everyone knows that if the amendment passes, then the amended bill is going to lose. So if we go down this branch of the game tree, we'll go down that branch in the next round. So that means sometimes I call this the congressional scholars call it the sophisticated equivalent. So everyone realizes that a vote for A is really a vote for Q. Meanwhile, suppose in this case, if the bill wins, we know that the bill will defeat the status quo. Okay, so this is something like the presidential election in 2020. Say you're in the Democratic primary and your choice is Biden or Bernie Sanders. There are a lot of people who are saying, oh, even if Bernie Sanders is your favorite choice, don't vote for him because Bernie Sanders is going to lose to Trump in the general election if he's our nominee, whereas Biden would not. Biden, a lot of people believe, would have defeated Trump. So they were saying, in this case, a vote in the Democratic primary, a vote for Sanders is really a vote for Trump. Okay, so it's something like here in this legislative game. So a vote for the amendment is really a vote for the status quo. That's what they might say. All right. So if that's the case, and if that's the way legislators are really voting, so all that will happen is that when you estimate ideal points, so here's let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The ideal points, in my view, will not be affected at all. But what will happen is, in this case, let's see. Here's A would be the yay vote, and B would be the nay vote. All that would happen is you would have some case like here is your, say this is vote 302 nay, and then you'd have the estimated bill location be 302 Z302 nay is there, Z302 yay is here. The bill locations would actually be estimated correctly. They wouldn't be biased. The only thing is what we call the yay vote. We would say that that's really not the bill location of the amendment. What that is the bill location of the status quo. Okay, that's all we would do. Okay, so in my view, that it doesn't affect nominate. If everyone votes sophisticatedly, it doesn't matter. Now, what you could argue, what if some people are voting sophisticatedly and some people are voting sincerely? That could cause some problems. So in this case, suppose some of the legislators, when they vote for A, they're really voting for Q, and then that third are doing that, then a different third, or say a quarter, are voting the other way. When they're voting for A, they really mean a vote for A, and that could mess up how we should interpret that ZY. Okay, and maybe you could say it would have cause some error in estimating this, because really it's like two ZYs. Okay, so that could cause problems for Poole and Rosenthal. But as far as I'm aware, I'm aware of very, very few votes where anyone even claims something like that happened, or some people voted sophisticatedly, some people voted sincerely. Okay, so that was part 2. Okay, 6.2. See you in 6.3.